Authorities confirmed a Twin Cities family's worst fears this afternoon. Ahmed Ali's body was one of two found in the rubble of the Cedar Riverside building. His remains were recovered yesterday afternoon. Crews demolishing the building found a second body this morning, but they have not released the identity of that person yet. And for the first time since the explosion and fire on New Year's Day, we are hearing from survivors about their ordeal. KARE 11's Alan Costantini has that story.
I listen, boom, I wake up. I see that a lot of smoke and the fire,
29-year-old Hersey Hassan was sound asleep when the explosion shook his second-floor apartment. The Minneapolis restaurant worker said it was like a bomb going off. He jumped to safety, breaking his leg. Two sisters jumped as well and broke their legs. Their lives had been shattered.
I'm broke. We don't have, house to sleep. We don't have money. We don't have even documents, We lost everything.
Hassan suffered frostbite burns from the extreme cold. HCMC's Dr. Ryan Fay treated many survivors' burn injuries from the fire scene.
Some of the burn injuries were what we call catastrophic.
Meaning some of those injuries may not be survivable. 3 persons remain in critical condition at HCMC tonight. 5 others are listed as satisfactory. One of those is 59-year-old Abdi Kobi.
I was listening, people shouting, crying.
Kobe was awake in bed in his second-floor apartment when the explosion erupted somewhere nearby.
All my wall and my door of my apartment fly over me, and some of them hit me, some of them pass over me and hit the other wall behind me.
Well, a police officer told Mr. Kobe to jump from his second-floor apartment, and he did. He broke both legs and his back. But both he and Mr. Hassan say they're glad to be alive tonight, even though they lost everything in the fire except, of course, their lives, Julie.
I'm sure it's overwhelming. Thanks so much, Alan.
The body of a second victim from Wednesday's explosion and fire was pulled from the rubble today.
Demolition crews discovered the body around 10 this morning. The fire marshal has identified 2 bodies as the 2 men who are missing. Family members say Ahmed Ali and Farah Jama were inside the building at the time of the blast. 14 others were able to get out of the burning building, and they're talking with Reg Chapman about their escape from the New Year's Day explosion. Reg joins us live now from the Cedar Riverside neighborhood with their stories. Reg?
Well, Everett, Abdi Kobi and Hersey Hassan both lived on the second floor of that building that exploded on Wednesday. They had to jump from their windows to escape the flames. Now, both men have some broken bones and frostbite, but say they're lucky to be alive because of the help that people gave them.
Then I see 2 guys, one on the flame, and the other guy shouting, he's saying, please help, please help.
From the comfort of his hospital bed, Abdi Kobi tells of what he saw after an explosion rocked his second-floor apartment.
It was completely dark. You cannot see nothing at all in the hallway, in my room.
Kobi says it's the fire that illuminated his room, allowing him to grab his pants and coat, only to realize his way down the stairs was blocked by fire.
Only you can see the window, there is a light.
Kobi says a policeman looking up gave him directions that he says saved his life.
He say, sir, the firefighter is not come yet. There is no other choice. You have to jump.
Kobi broke both his legs and injured his back in the fall. An officer helped Kobi inside the Palmer bar.
Then he take my hand and I walk slowly because I'm feeling very, very bad pain in my legs.
Hersey Hassan also jumped from his second-floor apartment. The impact from the fall broke his leg. He got frostbite from lying on the ground. While he was lying there, what he saw still haunts him today.
Some people had, you can recognize their faces, they were burned, their face burned out.
Now, according to the fire marshal, they are not looking for any more victims inside the rubble. Now, investigators will focus on finding a cause. Now, the Minneapolis Fire Department says they are focusing on a gas connection to this explosion, but the 2 men I spoke with today tell me they did not smell gas before the explosion rocked their apartments, Edward.
Boy, all right. At least they're here to share their stories. Thank you, Reg. One of the survivors just got out, and he spoke with WCCO's Susan Elizabeth Littlefield tonight. Susan Elizabeth.
You know, one of the most startling images from yesterday's fire was when people jumped from that building behind me, the second and third floors, onto the icy ground. One of those who took the leap just got out of the hospital. I spoke with him shortly after. Wednesday morning, he didn't have a limp. The school bus driver had 2 healthy legs. And as he slept, an explosion woke him up.
The fire came everywhere.
The cuts on Abdir Shidner's arm symbolize what he did next. In only his underwear, he busted through glass.
I hit the window, broke the window, and jumped off.
From 2 floors up, he jumped down. He says for 20 minutes he laid on the cold, hard ground. He needed a hand then, and says after a night in the hospital, he needs one now.
We need help, please. We don't have nothing. Everything we lose, we need help.
That's why he joined a packed room full of his neighbors to try and come up with a plan for the people who lost their jobs at the grocery store and the ones like him who lost their home and just about everything around it. Do you have anything?
No, I don't have anything, nothing.
But donations are flooding into the local community center, and a friend loaned him a coat. He's hoping another will give him a place to sleep, so that the fire that set him so far back won't stop him from moving forward.
I didn't hesitate. I did not hesitate. I know where I am. Already suffocate, flame, smoke, dark. Itself, when you see, you think you already dead. When you see where you are. So outside is life. So I didn't hesitate, I jumped immediately. No matter I broke the leg or hand or no matter what, I have to survive.
I see one guy, got a fire.
On him?
I don't know, maybe he's died, maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
Did you smell gas at all?
No, I'm not feeling smell gas.
No smell of gas?
Yes.
Given the images I've seen of the structure, I'm surprised there weren't more victims, to be honest with you.
I see police officer on the street and I say, sir, I need help. He say, there is no firefighters come yet, and I don't have letter to come down, so you have to jump. Don't hesitate, jump. I look back, I already dripping the fire is coming, began to fire on my jacket already, started in my apartment this time. Then I see there is no hope to stay in this place. Then I go jump.
Because my sister's broke, I'm broke. We don't have, house to sleep. We don't have money. We don't have even document, We lost everything.